All right, I'm back for another round of daily Gramle spectrogram fun. So, without any further ado, let's get into it and see what today's puzzle has to offer. Um, yeah, this is interesting. Something's going on here. My guess is that would probably be an L, maybe a nasal of some sort, but probably an L. Uh, yeah, and what's going on there at the start? There's a little bit of fuzziness here, which is kind of indistinct. Um, hmm, good question. Uh, yeah, so, right. Maybe it's going to be easiest to start at the beginning. Uh, yeah, I don't know if there's an L or like possibly a W, but it'd be too, it's kind of like too long for a W. We'll just take a guess and see what happens. This first bit is a high front vowel, but it doesn't look like it's quite an E. Um, and so let's just count. So like one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a stop there at the beginning or not, or a fricative of some sort. It might be something like a if there is one. Um, but this is quite a long vowel sequence, so it'd be weird if this is just one vowel. It's probably not. So that's probably why this is a vowel at the beginning rather than something else. So I'm going to guess I. Let's go if, ill. And then what happens? So this could be I. And then what happens after that? Yeah, that's what I kind of think that is probably a fricative of some sort. We'll go with this approach. Because if this is Eli, like that, then this could just be a transition into this final. This is probably a Z here at the end. Um, yeah, it could be an S, but based on the length of the vowel, this transition, I'm going to guess is Z. Um, yeah. uh, yeah, I'm gonna rejigger what I had at the start there. Uh, we'll just we'll just throw a the there in the front. In this first bit, we'll call it an I. It could be like it might be transcribing it as a schwa. The lies, I don't know. The lies, they torment me. All right, got very little there. This one's the nice little challenge. Got the L part. That was the first thing I recognized. Um, but that is also interesting because the kind of implies that there is something here. But the I, hmm, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky, I would say. I don't think this is a labial of any sort. Uh, it could be, yeah, like theta there at the beginning, which would be weird. It could be a D. It'd be a weird D. Um, then the funny part is like maybe just the is supposed to be at the start of this. Yeah, and then so also what is this here? Um, it wasn't quite ah to begin with. It looks like there's actually a little bit of nasalization in there. That may be a wishful thinking. Um, but this is kind of ah because it's coming out of this L. It could be like an A. Um, yeah, good question. Um, let's stick with the stupidity, I guess, and just guess voiceless S here at the tail end and A there. See if we get anything good. And yeah, we'll see it's an A. All right. Um, so now it's like, what the heck is this thing at the end? It could be like a stop without a clear release burst. I don't think it's a post-alveolar. This doesn't look low enough for that. So it might just be like a T, something like that. I don't know if that's indicative of voicing there or not. Yeah, let's put the I at the beginning, and I don't know, schwa, and say we're probably gonna guess this in maybe 5 guesses if we're lucky. So, yeah, I don't know. Good question. Um, could be like could be an N there. And I'm gonna have to probably guess post alveolar there at the end. This might be my first failure by the time we're done here. In Lach, that's a word. Yeah. Okay, that's a mystery of what's going on here at the tail end. Um, inlaid, I guess, is the most reasonable thing to guess. Yeah. Ta-da. That was easy.
Inlaid.
Okay, let's listen to it.
Inlaid.
Yeah, I mean, he aspirates that final
Inlaid.
D, so-called.
Inlaid. Inlaid. Inlaid.
And I think the N, so-called, is kind of more nasalization of the vowel
Inlaid.
than
Inlaid.
being an actual N. But it should be around here, right? And this is the N to L transition. So that's why this kind of looked pretty long for just an L by itself. Yeah, got there in the end. Hope you struggled less than me.